So most people that watch my videos know I love talking about comparing Bitcoin's price to year-to-dates, comparing it to previous years, and talking about how while in a small vacuum it seems like Bitcoin is not growing, it is. And I did various videos at the beginning of this year, and I've talked about videos last year about this, and through all my years of doing this YouTube channel. And somebody sent me an email to a Reddit link, and I want to kind of read this because it really, he said, you know, Jason, this reminds me of all the videos you do. And it really does. I want to read this to you guys. Bitcoin has just completed its 6th year of astonishing growth, which is true. Over 45% of all transactions that have ever occurred have occurred in 2014. Now, you know, the guy went on to explain to me in this email about how, you know, he saw this as a way to represent my videos, because I'm always talking about how even though Bitcoin's price maybe didn't explode, you know, I talked about the 2014 year, how it actually went from 700 to 300, you know, the value of the coin, but how it grew in community, it grew in infrastructure, it grew in its, you know, value behind the coin, right? And this guy sent me this, and this post from CoinCadis, that's the website, of talking about how, you know, 45% of all transactions happened in 2014. That's a large amount of transactions, which means more people are using Bitcoin. Bitcoins are being traded around the world. One of the biggest things people ask me, what is Bitcoin's advantages? I say, I can send Bitcoins from here to China and pay one transaction fee. I don't have to trade multiple currencies. I literally just send money. It's the simplest version of what Western Union always tried to do without a centralization. Bitcoin, at its core principle and core protocol, is P2P, which is peer-to-peer, person-to-person. So when you think about Bitcoin and you say, oh, Bitcoin didn't do good last year, or Bitcoin's not doing good right now, remember, it's growing. Sometimes the hardest thing to notice is when you're inside the movement. You don't see it from the outside perspective. You know what I mean? If you're inside a crowd and you're chanting, you don't see it very important. But on the outside, you see it as the mass group of people and what their objective really is. And that's Bitcoin. 45% of all transactions happened last year. And I believe this year is going to be even bigger. Bitcoins are traded at a more valuable rate. And I say valuable because it has a value of trade. I can send Bitcoins to my friend Dalton for paying a small transaction fee, and it's good. It's there. And that's the thing. That's what Bitcoin has. This idea of transactions, the blockchain, the protocol. So when you're telling people, and I've read this a lot, people are saying, oh, Bitcoin had a bad year to date, they had a bad 2014, and I talk about these videos about it, and people say, you know, Jason, this is you. This is you explaining stuff. I thought, why not bring it up? 45% of all transactions happened in 2014, and we're on scale for that to be the same or larger in 2015. So what are you doing watching this video? Go send a Bitcoin and have a great day.